Hey guys, this video is going to be about my experience with laser hair removal. It is kind of like the fad and the thing to do right now, so I'm going to talk to you about my experience being a woman of color getting laser hair removal. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alrighty folks, so I'm in the car on my way to my laser appointment. I am about maybe 6 to 7 sessions into laser, and hopefully they let me film while I'm getting it done so that you can see what is going on, so that you can see what it's like, because I think most African American, I particularly want to say black women, don't know that laser is an option for them, so they insist on waxing and even shaving, and I'm anti both of those now that I've been in laser treatments. So hopefully they'll let me film, and if not, I'll be back. So I've been on laser hair removal treatments for about a year now. I think I started in September of 2016. I have had some breaks in between because of travel and because of like not wanting to go and not wanting to pay for it. So I think in this year of treatment, I probably had about 6 actual procedures done. And so what led me to laser hair removal was that I was, one, tired of shaving. So I had started doing waxing, which I thought I had fallen in love with. And I was going to one wax place, and they were using like hot wax strip and pull, and I was so over that to where then I started to go to European Wax Center because they use hard wax, which kind of hardens on the skin, so it's no like tension of the paper or cloth in your skin. And I thought like, oh, I finally found my method. And then I was kind of tired of that because I was still having to go every month, and then I also was still experiencing ingrowns and having to deal with my vag area not looking as beautiful as I wanted it to. So I decided to try laser hair removal. The place that I go to is Sev Laser Aesthetics. They have multiple locations across Southern California because I'm in LA. I go to the Melrose location, and I've kind of fallen in love with my experience with this particular laser company, mostly because, and I came across this place on Instagram, which can be very risky, because this particular place has a lot of celebrity endorsements, from all the Kardashians to like Karuchi, and so I kind of was like, I'm putting myself at risk following behind these Instagram people because, you know, obviously they're probably getting free treatments. They're probably getting quality service. And then here's little old me coming in trying to get the typical service. So that was a little risky, but I've actually fallen in love with my experience with this company. They're very professional, very clean, and it's a very cute space. So the interior decorating is so spectacular, especially because it fits along with my aesthetic as far as being all black and white, and I love things all black and white. So I genuinely love their place. So right now you're gonna see a video of me getting my underarms done. The procedure is so quick and it's so easy. I can get both of my underarms done in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you feel? Are you fine?
Oh no, it's fine.
Do you feel pinch?
Yeah, I feel the pinch, but it's not bad. Obviously, I'm not going to show you getting my vag done, but I also get a Brazilian, which is your whole vaginal area as well as the inner buttocks. And so I'm like completely hair free downstairs, but that was kind of a choice of mine, just for aesthetic purpose. Sev, so treatments can be on the pricier side. However, after X amount of treatments, whatever your body it is and your hair growth routine, you shouldn't have to laser as often nor as ritualistic. So right now for both underarm and Brazilian, it's about $80 a session. And right now, but Sev tends to have like specials, so right now their special is $50 for underarm and Brazilian, so I saved $30 today. So yeah, it can be pricey, but I think long-term wise it's worth it. I'm making this video essentially to recruit all my ladies of color, and for black women, Indian women, Hispanic women, women of color, you guys should really consider lasering. We have a different hair texture that tends to be kinky and more curly, and I think laser hair removal has definitely loosened up my hair texture. I have not had an ingrown since I've started laser hair removal, and that was one of my key reasons for making the transition. I have not had a single ingrown hair. Actually, I might have had one, but that was like earlier in the sessions. But the dramatic reduction of ingrown hairs that I was having compared to shaving, waxing, and now laser completely eradicated, and I no longer have this issue. I can say that the skin is a lot smoother. I don't have increased hyperpigmentation. Like most women of color know that in those kind of areas, shaving can cause you to get darker, or it can cause some type of pigmentation issues, and I no longer have that for the most part. This is gonna be real awkward. Let me take my jacket off. But for the most part, I'm like all one skin tone, except for I'm a little blotchy there. But I have like a good underarm now, and same for my vag. It has definitely loosened the texture of my curls, so when the hair does grow back, it's a lot more fine, it's a lot less coarse, it's less brittle. It is overall a completely better experience, even when I let my hair grow. And even letting it grow back, when it does grow back, it doesn't grow back in large amounts like compared to when you're shaving or waxing. Like between this particular session and my session last month, I virtually had no underarm hair. I just did a little cleanup before going into my session, because prior to each session you do have to remove the hair that you have or that has grown back. But I virtually had no hair, underarms or down there, so it's been just a breeze for me. Like my esthetician or the I don't know if you call her esthetician, but the woman who did my treatments today, she was saying that you must have a high tolerance of pain, because for me, it's virtually painless. You do feel pinches, which is kind of what I would compare it to, is like being popped by a rubber band. But as you're getting the laser, they have air, like cold air blowing at you to kind of counteract the feeling of the laser and, you know, and that pinch or pop. So for me, it doesn't hurt. It may hurt for you. It also may hurt depending on where you go, because I don't think every place does the air thing as well, but I think it really helps and I enjoy it. The only negative that I have about laser treatment, but it applies to getting waxed as well, is that you're busting it wide open for whomever. Like, although I've had this lady twice now, I had a different lady the month before, and I had a different lady the month before that. So it's just like, you don't get a true sense of comfortability with a person that's staring into the soles of your vagina. You're kind of just going through a procedure. I would say the one thing that I love and that has helped in all of this is aloe vera gel. Aloe vera gel has been my life. See, I got a big old tube of it. I normally put this on my vag and my underarms before and after each treatment, and on my vag almost every day, just to also alleviate any dark spots, pigmentation, help to prevent ingrown. I don't get ingrowns as much anymore, but I personally love it. Sev has lots of locations around Southern California. Like I said, I go to the one on Melrose, which is kind of right off of Melrose in La Cienega. It's at Melrose Place, kind of like the show Melrose Place. They have one in like I think Woodland Hills, Glendale. They have some like further south. I think like they're about to open one in Huntington Beach. I would just say follow them on Instagram as Sev Laser Aesthetics. I believe that's their Instagram. If not, I'll put it right here so that you guys can follow them. And ladies, especially my women of color, you can get laser and you will be fine. I've gone through a year of it. I didn't want to give like an initial review of laser treatments and then I'll be wrong and then y'all come for me, but you can go get your things lasered. I kind of want to get my legs lasered. I thought about getting my mustache, but I don't really want to touch my face. My face is too sensitive. But I might do my legs and see how that goes. But thank you guys for watching.